What if the internet turned off for 24 hours? It sounds like the beginning of a weird sci-fi movie or a plot from a dystopian teen novel, but let's pretend, just for a moment, that someone, somewhere, flips a switch and the entire internet across the globe goes dark. No lag, no buffering, just complete and utter silence. For one whole day. At first, nothing much changes. You glance at your phone to check a notification and see the little spinning wheel. You shrug, assume it's your Wi-Fi acting up again, and try switching to mobile data. Still nothing. Odd. You reboot your router, restart your phone, and whisper a quiet prayer to the tech gods. But the internet's gone, and it's not just you. It's everyone, everywhere. In the first few minutes, the world experiences what scientists later describe as the universal moment of confused blinking. Millions of people try refreshing the same web page 5 times in a row, as if that would help. Thousands attempt to unplug and replug their routers at the same time, temporarily overloading the power grid. It's chaos in the mildest, most passive-aggressive way possible. The first real panic begins about 12 minutes in. Offices are paralyzed. People stare at their computer screens like archaeologists examining ancient stone tablets. Google Docs turns into just docs, which, as it turns out, are completely useless offline for most people who've never pressed Control+S in their life. Cloud services vanish, CRMs collapse, Slack channels go eerily silent, and a generation of remote workers begins to remember that once, long ago, people used things called phones. By hour 1, social media influencers experience the first wave of existential crisis. Instagram models are seen staring blankly into mirrors, unsure if their existence counts without likes. TikTok dancers attempt to perform routines in public, only to realize that without a phone to film it, it just looks like they're having a seizure in the middle of a Starbucks. Meanwhile, teenagers are forced to interact with their surroundings. One boy in Ohio makes eye contact with his father for the first time since 2017. It is deeply unsettling for both of them. E-commerce grinds to a halt. Millions of people try to shop, only to realize they don't actually know where real stores are located. Someone attempts to print out a physical map to find a nearby electronics store, only to discover that modern printers also require internet. In the end, people start wandering outside aimlessly in search of a place that sells HDMI cables and emotional reassurance. By hour 3, banking systems begin to struggle. Transactions fail. Card readers start to beep like dying robots. In some places, ATMs start spitting out receipts that say "Letsu." A small group of people in rural Canada go completely feral and begin trading canned beans for gasoline. Economists call it an extremely localized apocalypse. Somewhere around hour 6, streaming platforms go dark. Netflix dies, YouTube dies, Spotify refuses to play anything. Families are forced to do something unimaginable. Talk to each other. Board games come out of closets, covered in dust and the souls of forgotten family game nights. Monopoly returns, and so does generational trauma. In the absence of memes, humans attempt to create them using paper and pencil. They aren't very funny. At hour 12, scientists attempt to communicate the situation using traditional media. TV news anchors deliver updates like, "Yes, it's still off," and "We're not sure what to do either." Radio stations suddenly gain listeners again. Someone hears static and cries tears of joy, mistaking it for lo-fi beats to study and relax to. By the 15th hour, governments begin to panic. Emergency meetings are held. Some officials suggest that the entire internet may have been stolen. Others suspect aliens. One senator proposes rebooting the Earth. The idea gains traction. A global summit is held via fax. As the 20th hour approaches, some parts of the world begin to adapt. People start talking in person, writing letters, reading books, even going outside. Although several people stare at the sky in confusion when they realize it doesn't have a like button. But not everything is bad. Cities notice that traffic improves as rideshare apps go offline. Pollution levels drop as data centers cool down. People sleep better. Some even report happiness. No one knows if it's real or just boredom dressed in a nice shirt. Finally, the 24th hour arrives, and just like that, it comes back. Quietly, silently. The spinning wheels vanish, websites reload, the memes return, The world breeds a collective